Howdy! Why did I say howdy? I don't know who I am. Anyway, hello everybody. It is a Friday and I'm going to do a little mow update today. I rode her for the first time ever yesterday. Well, it feels like ever, but it was in the first time in like a year and a half, I think, since she had a foal. So it was so lovely and she was so happy to be doing some work. So I'm here with Michelle. Not meant to be with Michelle. So I'm at the Tack shop. I've just bought a load of feed and I've got an exciting announcement to be telling you all about. So yes, I'll wait till later to tell you about that. So yes, today I'm going to do a little mow update. She needs a bit of a haircut, so I'm going to give her a little trim and show you guys all of what I do to get my horses looking back into perfect condition. I won't be clipping her because she's very hairy and she doesn't really need clipping because she's only doing walk work at the moment. But yeah, just so nice to have her back in work and doing something positive because it's so exciting to see where that is going to take us. Got my feed. I definitely need a bigger car. Yeah, so I've got all my feed. I'm going to talk you through a little bit about what I'm feeding, but not really a feed vlog because that is coming next week maybe. That's kind of my exciting news that I've just told you. I'm not good at this. And yeah, so off we go to the yard. So I've made it to the yard. It's later than I hoped. That's always with luck. Not got lots of teaching today, which is nice. So I'm going to have a bit of a sort out day. Ride the ones I need to ride, including mow. And then, yeah, I'm going to give her a little haircut. First job, ride Obi. Had 2 lessons this week and he's been fantastic. So yeah, working with the groundwork and the ridden work to get him a little bit more relaxed after our last outing, which was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it? So yeah, working a little bit on how we can help him feel more comfortable in the arena. So yeah, off we go. We ready? We ready for doing some working? Got my bag and a flag. Dogs!
Watching the stars and the city lights. Right from the start, said we never grow apart, dear Wichita. You wanted me to know, never ever let you go, dear Wichita. Surrounded by cars, it's such a sight. Watching all the lovers fall into the night. All the moods in a heartbeat. We're going back where it all began. The same ground on the heartbeat. Starts to shake with you all we can. Winter turned to spring. I remember everything from Wichita. This town is on its knees. You know guidance overseas. I'm telling you, oh, it's more to this than what you see. You know this town's got the best of me. Are we sure it's the last time? Sure that this is the last time.
Terrible because you actually have to camp around here. Going straight. Really hard.
Yeah, it's awkward, isn't it?
Like short window where you have to ride in these tests. You have to ride the whole thing like on a short straight line. This arena, because it's so bloody small, makes it quite good because it means it's harder. But that's from trot. There's trot steps in that, and there shouldn't be. This is what I've got to be able to ride a 3-loop serpentine with canter walk canters on them. 9, 3, 2. No. Bad.
Yeah, that was really good.
Much better. We do one the other way, and then I'll just do a little bit of trot work, and then I'll finish. Nice having not so much to do in a day. You can actually drive. Good.
Nice.
So pleased with him. The work is so much better. Michelle was saying today that he looks like a different horse. So that is always a nice compliment from your owner when they think that they look a bit different, in a good way. Obviously not if they're like bucking you off and they're like, oh, it's a bit different. Anyway, so pleased with him. So really, really good. We're doing a couple of shows next week with 2 elementary tests in each. So I've got to be able to go sideways, do walk to canter, simple changes, quite a few 10-metre circles, all the fun stuff. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Still a new challenge sort of thing. My camera, my big camera, has died, so I filmed the first bit of today on that, and then the rest of today is going to be filmed on this. So I've got to make sure that I'm looking at the right part of the camera, which is the camera lens, which is the lens that's here. So I'm looking you in the eye, not here, because then I look completely weird and like I'm looking sideways. So yes, see if I can keep up with that. See, you want to look at your face, it's just one of those things. So while I'm wandering around on Obi, while I'm walking him off, I'm going to tell you a bit about Mo. So Mo, my older mare that had a foal, passed away, and that has been looking after lovely Dee Dee, who's Dee Dee's mama. Their foal is weaned. She was weaned a couple of weeks ago now, so she's had a good fortnight at least, if not 3 weeks, without her. Dee Dee's doing great. Dee Dee's out in the field living her best life with Zora. They're like this little sisterhood and it's really sweet. They share a feed bowl and stuff. So Mo has been in. She's been in and then going out in a paddock. She's not a big fan of being out in the paddock, if I'm totally honest. There's not loads of grass around, as you can imagine, and the fields here are very bad at draining. So I've been having to do quite limited turnout. So I take her out for grass, like walk her out for grass. But yeah, predominantly I have just been like keeping her in. She's been going on the walker. I've been doing a bit of lunging with her and a little bit of groundwork. But she's been very anxious. She hasn't been kind of coping particularly well when not with other horses. So when she's with the others in the yard, then she's absolutely fine, but when she's on her own, she's not so comfortable. So yeah, we have been keeping her with the other horses basically as much as possible. So I want to talk a little bit about the calmer that I'm feeding Mo at the moment. So I've never fed her a calmer because I don't know why particularly, but I was always a bit of a skeptic previously. But I tried this calmer for Obi. It's everybody's heard of calming cookies, right? So it's the Premier Performance calming powder. I'll put the link in the description below this video. And the difference in her in just a few days is so brilliant. Just walking back up to the yard now on Obi. So this calmer, Premier Performance, it's a cool calming powder. It's got lots of natural ingredients in it that really work on helping just calm them down, basically soothing them, making them feel more comfortable. But you don't lose that like energy side of them. It's not like sedation, which is lovely and worked very, very well for Obi for a long time. He kind of didn't need it anymore for quite a long period. He was just really chilled out. But now, as you can hear, he's a little bit anxious again, and there's been a lot of change in the barn, and maybe that's why. Horses going out, foals disappearing and that sort of thing. So I've been using the calming cookies for him at shows. I hadn't used them when we went to Bellevue. I wish I had, but I'm going to start by using those now again the next couple of shows I go to see how he's feeling. So yeah, all in all, just loving those products. So like I said, I'll put the link down below, and then if you guys are maybe struggling a little bit and think that maybe your horse could benefit from one of these products, then just contact Premier Performance. Camilla is the loveliest lady and she will help you out. It's a very personal service. So yes, definitely drop her a message and I'm sure she'll be happy to help. There she is, Mowgli's. Very hairy looking at the moment. Just waiting for the kettle to boil so I can do a little hot cloth of Obi. I'm thinking I'm going to have to clip him today. This is going to make my day much later than I thought it was going to. I thought I'd have quite an easy day today. How foolish I was. I'm thinking though, if I hot cloth him properly now and make him really, really clean, then he can go out for a few hours. And then when I come to clip him later, he'll be super clean and it'll go zzz and be really nice and straightforward. So that's my plan. And if I don't get to, then I might have to clip him next week. But then that's getting quite close to the show. And what I don't want to do is clip him a day before a show and then get to a show and he's like, oh, I've been clipped. I'm going to buck you off now. You never would do that, but it might not add to the relaxation anyway, will it? Just reversing him into shot. I've managed to rest my phone on the thing, on the hook outside Mo's stable. Probably not very safe. Probably going to fall to its death. Sunfield time for HRH. You good boy? Loves this field. He's got the biggest field in the whole place. I'm not even joking. Because he's good and he doesn't run around and trash the field, so I don't mind him being out in it. So him and one of my liveries, they go out in it all day. Live their best grass-eating lives. He's actually getting a little bit porkier again, so I'm going to cut the linseed out of his feed. But yeah, the thing I wanted to talk to you about, and I might as well tell you guys now, is I've started working with Dodson and Horrell. So they approached me and they said, what do I feed and do I want any advice? And I basically said, yes, please, because recently with the mares and the foals and Dee Dee and weaning and Zora, and you know, I've got a lot of different horses around, if that makes sense, in the sense of I've not had to feed a mare and foal, I've not had to wean one, I've not had to do that before, and for it to have been my own responsibility. Come on, Obson, you come. Good boy. Have a great day. I'll see you later for a haircut, maybe. So I will admit to you guys, I don't know everything. Who knew? No, I'm joking, but I definitely do not know everything, especially not about nutrition. I'm not a nutritionist. I have just, built up understanding over the years and spoken to vets and have understanding of how I like to feed horses, which is what I spoke about previously. So I've always fed horses on a very basic diet. Bentley, where are you going, mate? It's just, where are you going with that thing? Come on. Let's not run away, please. Come back. Good boy. Dogs are so weird. I have always fed horses in a really basic way, but not, I've never had anything that I really need to feed anything of any complexity to. So it's all very simple, kind of, they need a bit more fattening, linseed, they need a bit more energy, split peas. But I've never had young horses that are a bit more complicated, and you do have to give them the right nutrition when they're this age, because you can get it really wrong and you can feed them too much. It's more often that people feed them too much rather than too little, and you kind of ruin their growth pattern and all the rest of it. So Dodson Horrell approached me. I said, yes, please. So next Tuesday, Dodson Horrell are coming to the yard and they're going to do a weighbridge session with me with all of the ones I want help with, and we can talk through all of the nutritional analysis of that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's so nice to be supported by a company like that, and they're interested to have somebody that they can kind of share their knowledge with via you guys. So here we are. Welcome Dodson and Horrell to the team. How exciting is that? It's now time to get the tack for Moses. Can't wait. So Mo and Moses are the same person. I've always called her Moses and I don't really know why. She's got many a name, but her actual name is Memo the Second. So yeah, I've always just called her Mo. She came with the name Mo. But yeah, I'm going to take her out for a hack and then show you the kind of current state that she's in. She's been a broodmare, guys, so just let me off. But she doesn't look terrible, but she also doesn't look amazing. She could definitely look better. So, yeah, I'm going to give her a little trim up. So first job is I've got to put Mo's bridle together. So I've always ridden her in one of these. And I mean always, like for years and years and years. I rode her in a hackamore for a while because I couldn't find a bit that worked. That was interestingly fast. But this has been the best bit that I've ever found for her. But I had two and both have gone missing. So that's not my favourite. I've had people steal from me in the past. A member of staff stole from me once and it was the worst thing ever because I felt so betrayed. I hate people that steal. It's like top of the list. Worse than lying. Lying is pretty bad, but yeah. Lying, cheating and stealing, they're my things that I pet hate. Oh, and that when people that don't tie their hair back when they ride, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I had two of these bits and they've both been stolen. So now I've got to go and put these on that bit. So I'm going to show you my little hack for how to do that because, yeah, people always like me to share my hacks. So, yes. First job, bridle change. So this is really hard to show you without having a stand on my camera. So I'm not sure how to do it. You need a hook, basically. So let me see if I can show you. So this is your biscuit ring. Your biscuit, whatever it's called. So you put it on a hook like that. Pull on it. And then you can very easily put it on your bit. So comme ça. See, I'll do a little zoom. So you put the biscuit on a hook, pull on it. Ta-da! Oh, I've put that one on back to front. And especially if you have a bigger bit, like a Pelham or something you're trying to put them on. Very easy. While I'm wheeling my terrible trolley, I bought it for... on the hedge. I bought it for 40 quid off Facebook off this lady. She said that the wheels need replacing. I mean, it's like... It's terrible. But the reason I'm going to talk while I'm wheeling this is I want to talk about this saddle pad that I've been testing. So I don't know if you remember me mentioning that I had been competing Obi and riding Obi in this Equitech saddle pad that I've been gifted by the saddle pad company to try out. And they have given me a half pad to try for Mo. So I've always ridden Mo in a cotton pad and then a sheepskin pad. That was how her saddle actually got fitted to her because it's a foam panelled saddle. They're not flocked. This was the one that fitted the best, but needs a little bit extra. So I've been using, watch this space. So this is the Equitex half pad. So it's really nice and forward cut to go with her saddle, and you get all the benefits. So you get the grip on the saddle from the silicone, but then you also get the velvety grip on the saddle pad. So the whole lot stays really nice and still, and it's lovely and cushiony, and it's just also very beautiful. And she feels great in it. I've never, like, she's always been quite sensitive on her withers. She's just always been like that. So this gives a real good layer of cushioning for her. And there's nothing wrong. I've had it looked into previously. She's just a sensitive horse. Here she is. Looking grumper. So yeah, this is just an added level of comfort for her. So I'm really pleased with it. I can't tell you how good this feeling is just to be out riding on her again. So we're just going to go for a little hack. We went for a walk yesterday, and I had a little bit of trotting as we went up the hills. I'm just going to build her up really, really slowly and hope that she stays nice and sound and that she can get like strong and fit and sound all at the same time. So, happy. Definite job for today is to sort this absolute mess of a mane out. But yeah. Feeling pretty fresh today. Next horse, 3-year-old Penny, who also needs a hairbrush. Her mane, I brush it every single day, and yet it still parts itself. Everybody else's horses got wild manes like this. But this is Penny, and she's gonna go home in December. She's been here a little while now, actually, and it's so lovely when an owner can spend the time on their young horse when they're 3 like this, because it's meant I can hack her. I've got her really going in the school now. She's going really nicely. She's hacking out alone and in company, and it's just lovely to be able to have to be able to do them how I would do them, so like without any time constraint. Of course, money and time constraint is definitely a thing for horses being sent away to be broken in, but sometimes you get this lovely luxury where you can do them like this and do them how you would want to do them if they were your own, and it's great. Aren't you great, Penny? She's lovely, and she's been so easy and wonderful. So yes, another successful graduate of the Hackett Equine School of Backing and Breaking. So relaxed, hey, sweet girl. Tell you what, running 3-year-olds when they're learning to canter is just hard work. Generally, you just have to kick quite a lot, get them going, as I am doing still here. Don't stop, please, young lady. That was really successful. That's the most we've cantered. But Miriam now needs a little lie down. So I've got one more to exercise, and then I'm going to give Mo a little haircut. I have also got somebody coming to see the yard in a minute to maybe send their horse in to be backed. So I need to find her. I think she might be somewhere locally. Last horse to ride. I've got to go and groundwork one later, but yes. Happy Gary. So Gary is quite an interesting one. I've talked about him a lot on my stories, but he is incredibly backward, but then a bit explosive sometimes on the lunge and stuff. And when he spooks, he suddenly really spooks. I'm actually just gonna short my reins a bit just in case I'm not paying quite as much attention. But yeah, he is owned by a lovely lady called Caroline, and he came to me on schooling and then stayed. He's now here on full livery. So she works full time, so it works quite well because it means I can exercise him during the week for her, and then she rides the weekends. And yeah, it just, he's a tricky character because he's just so backward. But we're going through all the health checks with him at the moment to make sure that everything's okay. And next on the list is, has he got ulcers? So that will be happening in the next couple of weeks or so. So I'm hoping that we can get some positivity from that because, yeah, he is incredibly laid back, like too laid back, not normal laid back. So yeah. So I know, oh God, my headphones have started giving up, guys. You'll regularly see me with an air. Oh, why? Harry, you see what I mean about the spooking? Where are we going now? We can't just go down the field. It was a dog in a hedge. So this is what I mean about Gary. From nothing to a lot of something. Dog coming out of hedge. There I was, merrily talking about my headphones, and I nearly died. I'm lucky I didn't drop my phone. Thanks, dog. Death by dog. It's going to be how I died, for sure. But yeah, this is not normal. Like, he's very relaxed, and then you get this huge explosion. So that's why we're looking into the health issues, because I don't think that's the training. Anyway, my headphones, the AirPods are dying. They're like silent basically now. I can hardly hear anything. So yeah, I've been wearing these rubbish ones with a wire attached, and first world problems and all that, but it's like pulls you like. Anyway, I'm gonna get off this horse and then talk about something I was going to talk about. Can't even remember now. So meeting with a lovely new client went really well. She's going to be bringing her horse in the next few weeks, so really pleased and excited about that. I'm going to eat some lunch. I've got some sort of superfood soup, I don't know. And then it's Moses getting a haircut time. I can't wait. I found my tail rake and my sharp scissors, so watch this space for horse makeover haircut o'clock. Here we have the before. Lovely winter coat that she's got, very shiny. Lovely long mane. Christ, what am I going to do with that? So, yeah, her beard needs to be gone. I'll leave her whiskers. I always leave their whiskers. Mane, and maybe a bit of back of the knee trimming. So I've got a hairbrush, some very sharp scissors, some little trimmers, and a smart grooming tail rake. Let's go. Oh, look at her in the wind with the wind blowing in her hair. Aww. Okay, these are blunt. Cute. That's really no good at all. Can you hold that?
Yeah.
Double multitasking, I think, is actually the English word for it. Double something, I don't know what I was going for there.
Oh, great. Ew, my man hands in the video.
It's taking some time.
It's so satisfying.
What's going on with these scissors? Everything's gone blunt. It's been a while since I've done some trimming, guys. Hilarious video. Right, bridle path trimmed badly. Well, now they choose to work. Do they work on that hair? They're like glued together. With like.
That's gross.
You still videoing me saying that?
Yeah.
Great. Clean your clippers, guys. Oh, look, I don't even think they're actually cutting.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Can you get some oil? Anyway. What do we just get now? To be fair, the fact that these black clippers are actually even still functioning is a miracle. I spent £12 on them at B&M, guys. £12. It's not a lot of money. The key is not to press, you've got to like scrape over the top until you meet the hair. Otherwise you end up with a really bad like You probably don't even need to film it doing the other half, do you?
That's alright.
So as you can see, her tail looks ridiculous and enormous. So I've got a smart grooming tail rake. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start just combing it over, thinning it out. By the way, if any of you guys actually want to know how I do this and not just watch a cool time lapse of me doing it, head over to my YouTube and look on I've got a playlist saved called Top Tips, and I think there might even be one called Top Tips Show Prep. I may have even done that before I publish this video so that it is there when you go and see it. And I like explain how I'm doing everything. I don't have time for that anymore in my life, I'm too busy, but I used to. So I did that before. So go and have a watch if you want to hear the whole thing. Sorry, Mosey, I didn't mean to poke you up the butt with it. But yeah, I'm just gonna fix this now. So here we go into a time lapse. Just like that. My trick. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? And it's not that I've like tucked it in, it is actually trimmed like that, so it's just still a little bit longer on this side, so I'll just go and the key, guys, if you're not confident, don't do such a dramatic job all in one day. Go a little bit at a time, because Christ have I seen some bad jobs on. But yeah, really nice. Bit of a difference. And now we have the after. A little more preened. And the tail. Very smart, Moses. Just love how shiny and healthy she looks. And about to escape from her stable. Good girl, Mosey. A little bit of hoof grease to finish the job. Lovely jacket you've got there, Emily. Emily said she was cold, so she's put on this lovely jacket. She's also said that it's going to help her if the horses can't see her in the field when she goes to feed them. They can come running over and then not run her over because she's very visible. I'm going to get some new stock for her heel. So Mo, when she was living out with Dee Dee, managed to get a little bit of some little scabs on her heel. They're not bad. They weren't bad at all. Her leg never got inflamed or anything. But if anybody is struggling with mud fever at the moment, because I'm sure there will be a few of you, this is the stuff. This is what you want. So this is the stuff that I also put on Kenko's sarcoid, that made Kenko's sarcoid fall off. I don't know if I've really talked about it on YouTube, but here it is. It is non-toxic, safe, all sorts. It's sulfur, pine oil and mineral oil, and it's really great when they've got scabs like she has. So I'm going to put some on now and yeah, make sure that they don't get any worse basically, and help clear them up and get rid of them completely. We are off to get Hobie and Paddy, and then Emily's got to go and do the roads later. So she's booked on the M1 at 6 o'clock, so we've got to get the horses in now. She's got trousers to match, guys, I'm not even joking. So show us why you're actually wearing the coat, like the inside.
Oh yeah.
Not for the high vis purposes. Look at the inside of this coat. It's like woolly sheepskin.
Ew, my hands.
I mean, my weather beater one that I've got is pretty fantastic and doesn't have woolly sheepskin on the inside, but
Mine's hybrid.
hers is hybrid, so she wins. Hi. You think I bring you snacks? No, sorry, no snacks. Oh, look how muddy you are. Let's go give you a haircut. Oh, calm down. Ready? Oh, drop my phone. Come on then. Let's go and give you a clip. I'm not going to video it because I videoed it last time. Nobody wants to see me clip a horse twice. The same horse in 2 weeks. So boring. Winter is boring. clipped. Don't look at his ears because I didn't have time. Horse. Beautiful. Well, it's quite a long day. Here I am, sharing my Oreos with Mo. You want another? She loves them. Got a spirulina on her nose. What a cool day. Obi got clipped, nearly finished. Didn't manage to do his ears. That's quite pushy, Mo. And yeah, all very successful. You want another one? Then you can't have any more because eat the biscuit. So I do hope you enjoyed today's video of me and Mo, who is most certainly feeling herself these days. I think she looks lovely now that she's had her hair done. She definitely did that on purpose. Naughty girl. Anyway, I hope you liked today's video, guys. And yeah, be sure to follow me on Instagram for more videos along these lines. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. One more biscuit.
Winter time to spring.